Hey, one of the villages offered to have lunch together. Do you want to come?
Yes, of course. How nice of them.
Great, let's leave in 15 minutes.
15 minutes later.
Why does everyone look so sad?
Apparently her son died recently of some virus, and they just had a burial.
Aw, it's so unfortunate that not everywhere in the world has equal access to healthcare.
I know.
It's so nice of them to offer us lunch, though. I don't know what it is, but something about this meat is so tender.
Yeah, I think they went cooking last night or something for us, but it's so nice of them.
3 days later.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm good. Come sit down. So, what brings you into my office today?
So 2 mornings ago, I was feeling sort of unwell. I didn't feel like eating breakfast or lunch, which is really irregular for me because I usually have a great appetite.
Okay, and then you seem you have a slight cough as well?
Yeah, my throat feels intensely sore. Oh, and my abdomen hurts so much. I can barely even stand upright. Going to work is basically impossible for me now because I spend all my time in the washroom, either with diarrhea or vomiting. I don't know what to do.
Okay, so about going to work, I can do some tests and write you a sick note depending on the intensity of your conditions. You have a fever as well?
I haven't had the time to check, but it sure feels like it as well.
Alright, so I'm gonna measure your body temperature. It's a thermometer. I'm just gonna put it under your armpit, okay? So yeah, you do have a fever. Have you traveled anywhere recently?
Yes, I went to do some volunteer work in this small rural village in West Africa and just came back a couple days ago.
West Africa. Alright, well give me 1 second. I have to run some cold test, okay? The symptoms a patient had, described along with a recent travel history, give me reasons to believe that she has Ebola. Reduced appetite, abdominal cramping, throat soreness, diarrhea, vomiting, and a fever. This does not look good. We have to get the Public Health Agency of Canada involved, who would notify the Pan American Health Organization and the WHO as part of its commitments under the international health regulations, which is going to be such a hassle for the normal functioning of our hospital. The specialized Ebola treatment centers that this patient would need to go according to the PHSC aren't even set up anymore because the main Ebola outbreak of 2014 has stopped and nobody's on the watch right now. If the patient's condition deteriorates rapidly, you might have to put her in the ICU until the PHSA figures out the next steps. And that means clearing everyone else out. This entire floor would have to get quarantined right now. That is too much of a hassle for me. At the same time, what if it's just a virus of some sort? Could be just a flu. Initial symptoms of both viruses appear to be very similar, but after a week or so, the symptoms intensify dramatically. It's more likely to be Ebola. Should I just take the risk in order to keep the hospital running? I can't afford to lose this entire floor and the ICU.
20 minutes later.
So it seems like you have some sort of cold-like virus. Nothing serious though.
Nothing serious though. Nothing serious though.
Okay, thank God. I've been feeling very weak lately, and I'm glad to hear it's only a minor one.
Yeah, I'll provide you a couple of preventative steps to help prevent the further spreading of this virus, okay?
Okay, what can I do?
So first off, this type of virus spreads through direct contact with both human transmission. So to avoid infecting others, I would recommend you stay somewhat isolated in your room for a while and avoid as much contact with other individuals as possible, okay? Including your family at home, of course. Try to keep the number of caregivers as minimal as possible. Wear protective clothing and make sure you wash your laundry separately from the rest of your family, if possible, of course. Oh, and if one toilet in the house could be dedicated solely towards you for you to use, that would be ideal to avoid spreading of this virus even further.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's probably possible. Wow, these are a lot of steps. Anything else?
Yeah, so this virus is particularly sensitive towards wildlife, so I'd avoid any contact with bats or non-human primates. I hope you're not going volunteering again anytime soon in that area, are you?
No, I don't have any more trips planned.
Perfect. So just avoid wildlife altogether, follow those steps, and especially no raw meat, please.
3 days later.
Doctor, these past few days, I feel like this virus is getting worse and worse. I keep vomiting frequently, and my fever is getting even more severe. What do I do?
Okay, do not worry. This is probably just temporary fluctuations in your body while it's trying to fight back the virus.
But doctor, it's only getting worse. Can't you tell I'm experiencing both internal and external bleeding? I'm literally oozing out of my vein puncture sites. I have not stopped vomiting since I last saw you, and my diarrhea is extremely out of control. How could all this be normal?
Okay, let me just call a nurse so I'll figure this out, okay? Annie, I need your help with the patient's diagnosis. It's very important.
You mean the one who came in here bleeding with the most aggravated symptoms? Yeah, right, doctor. You and I both know what that looks like. There's no way I'm gonna treat that and risk catching Ebola myself. I'm out of here.
But Annie, what about your responsibility to always help others?
Takes one to know one, doctor. Sooner or later, everyone will find out about your little misdiagnosis. I'm also feeling sick.
Feeling sick.
I think I'm gonna take the rest of the days off. Goodbye.
I can help with the patient, doctor. Oh my goodness, all these symptoms? This is definitely the Ebola virus. We'll have to do some tests to confirm, but this is extremely urgent. Doctor? It's urgent. Where are you going? You can't just walk away.
3 weeks later.